Welcome back to the channel, Brawlers and Baku crew members. It's BakuBrad96 here again with another Bakugan Geoganrising unboxing. I know it's from last year, but I have another epic Brawler pack to take a look at on the channel. Now this is the one that includes another piece of the Ultimate Viloc, so again, all of this is in preparation to my Diamond Viloc unboxing video. Bear with me, I know it's boring, I know this is older product, but I didn't get it last year, so I am definitely excited to see what's included in this set, and I hope you all are too. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. As usual, I did prep the box prior to recording, so hopefully this does go a little quicker than normal, but honestly, it doesn't look like it is from the sound. There we go. So much tape, so much plastic. Man, they are serious. Gonna go ahead and flip the channel mascot over right quick. And just gonna cut some plastic strips off. Try to anyway. Without cutting the Bakugan. Or breaking them. Jeez, okay, I think I got it. Just gently pop these out now. Really worried about Insectra with that tail. I didn't want it to break. Or a Montrapod here for that matter. Alright. The sphere Bakugan you don't have to worry about. You can just press them out as you want. There we go. One more. Alright. Oh, I have a Crackinoid. That just opened. Well, just leave it like that. Alright, now we get the cards. And straight into the gate cards and taking a look at what was included. Right off the bat, I know they're all already gate cards that I have, so I will just flip through them and I won't spend a lot of time on them. And that's the gate cards included. Now on to the Baku action cards. If I can separate them out. Man, I hate spoilers for myself, but I don't want any of you to be spoiled on camera. So, we have I-Beam Blast, 4 energy for plus 7 damage and Shadow Strike. I think this is the 3rd or 4th copy I have now. It's not a really bad card, but there's so much better options. Shadow Slicer, 2 energy for plus 400 B power and scan. Very good card, kind of a staple in any of my darkest decks. If you watch them, you already know that. Razor Fan, 2 energy for plus 3 damage and 1 Frost Strike. I've been pulling this card a lot lately in older products, so I think this is actually my 4th or 5th one. Kind of going over the place set now. Sonic Aura, another card I was happy to pick up. I was actually looking for another copy of this one because now I have 3. It costs 3 energy for plus 6 damage and scan. It's a great card for the Aquas and Haos scanning deck drawing deck. That's funny. Card drawing deck. That's what I'm kind of sort of working on in the background. As you can all see, I do have an epic new deck box, but I don't have the deck made for it yet. Like, I'm trying, but I can't get a team really set in my mind. I know I want to use the mascot, Elemental Finnica, but so far that's all I have on the team. After that, it is Toxic Lasers, 5 energy for plus 800 B power, and 2 Frost Strike. So, a decent pool of cards. You know, they are cards that I just threw all over the floor. But they are cards that I have seen before, so nothing new, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that they're not good. It is a good little set of cards if you don't have any, or if they're really hard to get, which I know they are for so many brawlers. I mean, myself included, right? I'm stuck to getting the first-year card packs. They are cheap and affordable on Amazon. That's all I'm saying. So, the Baku core included, plus 500 B power and minus 1 damage. plus 300 B power and plus 3 damage. Jeez, my voice cracked there a little bit, sorry. minus 300 B power on an orange shield, minus 500 B power on a magic shield. Jeez, all the trap core. Speaking of traps, minus 300 B power and minus 1 damage on a Helix. So I actually don't think I've ever pulled this Baku core before from a set. So this is literally the first one I've had, and I have hundreds of Baku core. And then lastly, a Flaming Fist plus 6 damage. Really weird Baku core, not great, I'm going to be honest. Those two are okay, but you get 3 traps, and that's just really bad because you can land on them and take B power away from yourself in a game. Really, really difficult to use trap core unless you're really good at rolling, which I am not. So I would not use these, but if you're a better brawler than me and you can figure out a way, please do. Because otherwise, for me, this is kind of a bummer set because the Baku core just not good. It's a good thing I have different Baku core. Now then, starting off with the Bakugan included, and I will save the Geogan for last, you get Aquos Ninjaton, double Helix core, B power of 300 with 7 damage, and Aquos damage Bakugan. Interesting. But on Victor scan, so when you win the brawl, you do get to scan as well. Not bad for the scan strategy I was just bringing up, but I don't like that B power, so I don't think I'll be using him. Even with Nano Sludge'em, you get 2 Helix, that's plus 12, minus 6. You have 1 damage and 1500 B power. Yeah, there's a lot of Bakugan that get a lot stronger than that. Aquos Blitz Fox being one of them. But still a pretty cool Bakugan, really interesting. Here is Aquos Ninjaton. Pretty neat. I like the way they did the coloring with the orange. Looks really nice. Moving on to Arliss Behemos. Flaming Fist and an orange core. B power of 200 with 9 damage. So once again, a damage Bakugan, obviously, with a very, very low B power and no chance of getting it up. So in my opinion, this isn't the best Bakugan. I mean, if you were running Pyrus and Darkest, you could throw it in a rapid fire build, and I'm sure it would be like stellar. On its own or on a regular team, not so much. So kind of don't know how to feel about Behemos. The 9 damage is really nice though. But it's just that B power. There's no B power to back it up. Like, what do you do with that? So here is the Arliss Behemos. Honestly, looks way cooler than the Aquos one I had first. So that, I guess that's a plus. I have a cooler looking one. Really nice, and a lot of detail into this Bakugan too. You can see the face there, the arms, the way they come out, the legs. For whatever reason, this Bakugan got a ton of detail in its mold and in its sculpt, which is really cool. And then lastly, probably the one I'm most excited for, and for no reason other than I just like Krakens, it is Crackinoid on a blue shield and a Helix core. Not bad. B power of 500 with 1 damage, so again, not very competitive stats, sadly. But on a blue shield or magic shield, you do get plus 4 more damage, so that does turn a blue shield theoretically into a plus 650 B power plus 4 damage. And when you look at it that way, you're at 1150 and 5 damage. That's just not strong enough. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get there with Nanogon or what have you, but by itself, this Bakugan definitely is going to need some help. Definitely with the team you put it on is crucial. Still really cool. And just look at its design. Like, it's not as cool as Kelios. Like, don't get me wrong, that Bakugan is by far #1 on the Octa Squid type Kraken designed Bakugan. But Crackinoid's definitely second on the list. Obviously, because there's only the 2 right now in the reboot, but still, don't judge me. A lot of detail for what it is. I mean, there is a lot of detail there in the face. You have the beak, the eyes, all the little plates leading up for the head. The interior is painted with the white so you can see each individual tentacle of a sort. And yeah, it's just really cool Bakugan. So to close it up, head down. The little tentacles first. They do have a specific order, which can be a pain. And the head wants to flip up. Hold on. I can do it. There we go. And then the sides. It's supposed to be how you close it. Okay, so this Bakugan does not close. What's the problem? It doesn't want to close right. It's like closing like that, and I know that's wrong, but that's how it's closed. So might have been warped in the packaging. There might be a problem going on there. I'm not 100% sure, but that is Darkest Crackinoid, looking like a watermelon. A Darkest watermelon at that. Now then, Ventus Montrapod is nothing new. I have reviewed it before out of the exclusive Walmart playmat set. It has a B power of 1500 with 20 damage for an energy cost of 8. So it's really strong, but that energy cost is like impossible to get out. Like if you're not dead by then, the game is almost over anyway. It does have built-in reroll, which is really nice. And I guess if you're running any kind of mid-range or ramp strategy where you get out energy quickly, Montrapod is fine to use. Again, pair it with Pyrus. You have cards like Air Zero, which can just play it off the top for free. That could come up, and that could be legit a thing. But yeah, not going to spend a lot of time because I have reviewed Ventus Montrapod before. This is my second one. There it is. So much for exclusive Geogan when they're included in other sets, but it's okay, Spinmaster. We understand. But do we though? I don't know. I understand. I hope you all do too. Lastly, it is the Haos Insectra, so we finally have a Haos tail for Ultimate Viloc. The stat line for this is 5 energy for a B power of 1100 and 22 damage. See? You see? Look at that Spinmaster. 3 less energy, only 300 less B power, and 2 more damage. Like, I don't even need the built-in reroll. Like, right here. Bam. Insectra is where the money's at. That is a really strong Geogan. Really interesting. 5 energy might seem like a lot, but I can promise you, I get to turn 5 a lot of times playing, or test runs, test playing in the channel tournaments. Getting to turn 5 is not hard at all. So this is definitely a Geogan that's playable. And at 22 damage, that is a lot of damage to get through. You know, all you have to do is bump up your Insectra a little bit, and you could have a serious game winner right here. It's real. That's over half of a Bakugan deck. Just put that in perspective. One hit over half of a deck. But here is Haos Insectra looking super cool. I honestly don't have a lot of Haos pieces of the Viloc Combiner. Until now, the only Haos one I had was, of course, the Skyhorse in its native faction. But now I have another Haos Geogan. So here we go. Now to close this up, you wrap the tail around, put the head in, and then the, well, that's wrong. So wings, head, and then the tail, right? Yes. That is Insectra all folded up. Now to fold Montrapod, head down, then you just wrap it into a drum. That's Ventus Montrapod. Crackinoid I showed off. So the Ninjaton, to close it up, you just flip that in, put the arms in, the side feet in, slide down and in. That is how you close Aqua's Ninjaton. And then lastly, for the Behemos, I've only had like 2 of this Bakugan, so might not be able to get this one so quick. I'm going to assume feet up, arms down, head down, top wings, and then bottom wings. Yes. So there we go. That is Arliss Behemos. One last thing before I do end the review, though. Well, I rolled out Behemos. I do want to show off the Viloc Combiner piece of Insectra. So to get it ready for the combiner, all you do is fold down the peg, lock in the head, pop the wings forward, which, ooh, you will feel a click. Normally it's not that tight and hard, but it will just click in. Wow, this one doesn't really want to click. And there we go, there's that click, which I don't know if I was supposed to click that one. Maybe. I don't know. I clicked it anyway. I think so. I think it clicks like that. And there you have the tail and the little armor pieces of the Viloc Combiner. Cannot wait to put this on one. It is coming up, Brawlers. Don't worry. Make sure you hit that notification bell so when the Diamond Viloc Combiner video does come out, you can all watch it and you won't miss it. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. As always, thank you all for your continued support. It helps tremendously, and it's why I do what I do. Like, I wouldn't promote Bakugan if you guys didn't enjoy my video, right? Like, that way there wouldn't be any point. So, thank you all very much for that. Until next time, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan brawl. But before you leave, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.